I think the main thing on that is to keep going, because I was fired from my last church. Here I had built this church up to 3,000 people and raised $12 million to build a facility and buy the land, develop a staff of 25 people, and after I got it up to that on good terms, and the building was paid for when we walked in, because I wasn't going to move forward until we had the money in hand, because there's nothing sexy about debt retirement. And so we got it all paid for and everything, and as soon as I did, I had an elder stop by my house on my 60th birthday and said, "I'd like to have your keys, your credit card, and here's a severance check." Because what they wanted, instead of an evangelist, because I was always out on the streets witnessing and ministering on the streets, they said, "We need a CEO type of leader, so thanks for helping us build this. God bless you." It was devastating. I mean, I was just absolutely crushed, and I wanted to quit. I mean, every bone in my body I was so ticked at God. I mean, I got to admit, I wasn't a very good Christian at that point. I was just shaking my fist at the heavens saying, "If this is ministry, you can have it. I'm done." But I knew it wasn't done. And so, but I had a good compelling reason to quit. I mean, think about it. I'm 60 years old. I've given about 36 years in pastoral ministry. Been a good run. Besides that, I have a wife that makes money, so I don't need the job. And so I thought maybe I could be a beach bum on some deserted island somewhere. But I knew when I said that out loud, I just knew it wasn't right. First of all, I knew that Satan would love to shut me up. Secondly, though, and more important, I knew that I'd disappoint my Lord. And so as a result of that, I just got up and said, until further notice, I'm supposed to preach the gospel. So begrudgingly, I must add, I went and started another church when I was 60 years old, and a little bit angry about it, ticked off at the time. But I went out and started it again, and man, I tell you, I'm so glad I didn't quit, because if I would have, I'd missed out on some of the greatest things in my life. I'm happier now in ministry than I've ever been, because what happened was a whole new vision was given to me that I never had before. When I was in the big church, if we had an activity, we'd have 1,000 volunteers show up. We had millions of dollars in resources. Now I'm back to square one. And so now what do we do? So we were renting a storefront that had about, just shy of 15,000 square feet. And I got to thinking, how would we be able to do ministry on that scale? So I noticed there was a church down the street that didn't have a building either, and I went down and visited them and met them, and I said, "Would you like to use our building?" They said, "Yeah, that'd be great." And then so they came in, started worshiping in our building right behind our service. And then another church down the way, I saw them. I said, "You want to use our building too?" They said, "Yeah, that'd be great." Long story short, we ended up developing what I call church co-op, where we have 6 churches worshiping in there. And they're right back to back to back, which is really cool, because you come out of the service and there's the other church standing in the hallway, and there's this cross-pollination. And we share resources. We even share staff people. Like our children's minister will serve all the churches, or at least some of the churches. But there's a total of 13 churches working out of that one building. And so when we do service activities, we have hundreds because of these combined churches working together.